Hey, Scott Fresener here with T-Biz Network, and I'm talking with my friend Michael Ryan. And Michael, you're from the UK, but someone said this morning that maybe you were Irish.
I am Irish, yes. Not certainly.
I guess I should have caught that. I'm not quite sure about the language there.
I've been in London for 20 years now, so it's sort of
it all blends together.
Yes. Where's my home? My home is now in London, so.
I think when you say cheers to me, I always think Brit, maybe.
Yes, of course. Yeah, I am guilty of that, but it's good. It's because we're here in America, and it's.
Are you traveling around? You have a big RV. You're just driving around, seeing Monument Valley and all that.
Yeah, I've been here almost 2 weeks now, and it's been I've been to Chicago and
right.
New York and here now in Vegas, and it's just been it's great to finally get some sleep in the US. Because usually I'm here for 3 or 4 days, and you just can't.
Oh, you've adjusted because you've been here for a while.
It's been fantastic. So
now, rumor has it you're having a show in Orlando next year. You're a group sales manager for FESPA.
For FESPA, yeah.
And I bump into you everywhere. I've told you that before. I could be anywhere, and there's Michael Ryan.
It's nice because I've been walking around and people are saying, "Oh, there's the guy from FESPA." I've been with FESPA since 2003, and we've seen everything grow. So I've seen the shows in Europe, and then we went to India, and then in Bangkok and Mexico. And the next step, of course, is we wanted to really do something in the Americas. I went to Graph Expo last week in Chicago, and at the SGIA's one. It's great to see the enthusiasm again in the American marketplace.
Now, when you say the Americas, though, that to an American it seems odd, but for the Latin area, that would mean Latin.
It's all one continent, isn't it?
Well, I know, but see, we maybe the Brits to call it the Americas, but we probably don't think that way.
There's a real.
So the show then is going to be somewhat bilingual. You're going to have the Americans, you're going to have the Latins coming up.
Definitely. We're working in conjunction with an event called Graphics in Americas, which has 30 years of experience, and it is a great show for the Latin American community. I've been there for the last 2 years, and it's great to see that diversity of people with Con Latin Graph, the association as well. So you have many people coming from Chile, from Colombia, from Honduras, Mexico, and Argentina, coming to the event, meeting, and then talking about the industry and taking it a step forward.
And you speak Spanish?
Yes, hablo español, sí.
Yes,
por lástima. But also what was missing from that community, and they've always been talking to us and saying, wide format is a growing market. It's the technology is coming to a different level. It's taking printers with new applications and taking them, moving their businesses forward. And for the Latin community, it's essential, and it's been a part that the Graphics in America show has had in the past, but us getting involved, it means that FESPA with the experience of both the wide format community and also screen printing.
Because that show is really print. I went down last year, and it's
commercial.
Really offset,
the latest sort of narrow format technology as well, which is coming.
But not a lot of wide format. I mean, when I went last year, it was little spots here and there.
Yeah, it's traditionally like you get that, for example, but there's so many acquisitions in America. You have companies like HP, like EFI, Fujifilm, Agfa, and I'm sure there's going to be many more of these companies. Even Canon, for example, they've all got great solutions, and they've got their commercial printing side, and they've got their wide format printing side. And for them,
but they're blending though.
Totally, they're coming together, because a print. If I want something printed today, okay, I want my printer to be able to print my leaflets, but I want him to do my posters. I want him to do my banners. I want him to do a nice textile chair if I want it. I want him to give me everything.
Yeah.
And that's if you're a printer today, you have to have offset. You have to have wide format. You have to have even screen printing for some really top quality. Mind-blowing effects, etc. You have to offer everything.
So what do you bring to the table for your show? Just one more show, or you bring the FESPA little event? It
has to be an event. We're working also, it's an event because we're working alongside a commercial printing show. We've also got ISS, which is a fantastic garment decoration
show. At the
same time, in the same venue. It just happened that we were there. We've got great tradition in garment decoration. We said, look, let's work together, let's open our doors, and let's really showcase, instead of confusing the market, let's put everything together in one neat location. So you have 3 shows in one. FESPA as well, we're getting together some great additional forums, because we want to showcase the top machinery, the top media, the top inks, the software, the final touches, you know, the real products that pow, that can sell and that can take a printer to the next level. There's also the events alongside. So we've got the Digital Textile Conference, which is not just garments, but it's also because you've got sublimation and people are doing it quite a lot. But
you've got, you say conference, this is a meeting, or this is
it's
an exhibitor area?
It's a conference which is taking place.
With speakers and presentations.
Yeah, speakers, manufacturers, but also people who are using textile, who are taking the textile into the... When I was in New York, I went to so many hotels and bars, and the variety of applications in these places where they're spending good dollars on print. And not just a pop-up, you know, really, really good textile, and it's the next level. I've seen surveys and reports recently where only maybe 5-10% of wide format printers now have got a textile machine, and they have to because it's quality. It's perfect.
I agree with that. Yeah.
And we bring that to the table. We've got the conference. We've got some great exhibitors coming to the event as well to showcase quality textile application. We have Huntsman and DGen currently, and they've got great machines for the industry.
And you're doing stuff for the screen guys too.
Yeah, we've got Scott, we've got Michelle Kaza, of course, who everybody knows in the industry. We have Barga from India, who's a great ambassador for print. Right. We've got Ad Versteeg, who's a journalist who just adores print, and Charlie Taubli, who
and we talked earlier. Ad has a great mustache, so he's a great-looking guy. Maybe we'll bring up a graphic while we're talking about this. The graphic.
Yeah, we've got a little image and putting it together just to educate, because screen printing needs to be shown to the masses, because people need to show exactly. It's not complicated. I mean, loads of people say screen printing is not. It's not a magician. You don't have to be a magician.
Not smoke and mirrors.
It's not. And
this will be hands-on. I mean, we're going to
be hands-on.
Print area.
It'll be shirt off, getting those squeegees on there, showing people how to do things, and people get, you know, mostly for the young people, because we find that people, you know, young audience, particularly from Latin America, but also in the States, they just want to learn. They want to get to that next level. We neglect ourselves. Printers, we neglect ourselves by not continuing to educate ourselves. Once we've finished high school, once we've finished all of those, we don't...
you move on.
You move on, and you forget about education, and it's ridiculous. But it's going to be a fun event, and we're going to put together lots of interesting programs. It's in Orlando as well, so it's Graphic City America is traditionally a Miami show.
Right, yeah.
But moving to Orlando, I think we're going to bring together a lot of the American audience as well. We've got a global forum alongside the event, so we're going to unify a lot of the top printers from Europe and from the States together as well, so they can just have some dialogue. And
so it's three shows. You've got Graphic America, traditional show, next door,
next door,
you or whatever,
alongside the ISS show, then alongside.
And could they then go from show to show? Do we know yet?
Yep, there'll be badges. We've got Jill. We're working together on registration companies, etc. So everything will be there. The confirmation. It'll just be a quick entry, swipe of the badge, and you can walk into the show and enjoy things that you might not usually see. You know, for the commercial printing side, they're going to get into the wide format. They're going to see some great technology.
Oh yeah, they're going to see stuff that they hadn't seen normally. And having ISS alongside is perfect.
Definitely, and also the commercial printing are the top quality in terms of software. Variable data printing is huge. Wide format guys are just beginning to understand it. Their customers want, for example, I would imagine that here in the States, the people in California are different to the people in Arkansas, to the people in New York, to what they want to see on posters and graphics. And it's the same throughout the world. So all of this can be customized now. If you're printing if you're working for if you're a printing shop and you're working for a big client, then you can customize everything.
And that's localize everything.
Localize everything, and people they're like, you know, I walk into my bank and say, oh, you're Woodford, I live in Woodford in Essex, and they say, oh, you're Woodford's customer, welcome. And you're like, oh, that's, you know, makes me feel special. I still can't get any money from the bank, but
same thing here.
It's life. No, it's good. It'll be good fun.
You know, and it's good hanging out with you guys.
It's a pleasure.
Good to see you, and I'll see you then in Orlando.
No, good. And, always a pleasure, Scott.
Talking with my friend Michael Ryan from FESPA. When are you going home anyway?
Friday, thankfully. thankfully I'm going home on Friday.
Now you're a newlywed, and you've been telling me you and your wife are passing in Heathrow and saying, "Hi, honey, bye."
Yeah.
I'm going here, and she's going there.
People ask me, how's married life? It's great.
It's great.
It's great. I'm sometimes in Hong Kong. She's in Japan. I'm in the States. We see each other twice. It's absence makes the heart fonder, and it's truly it's different with the time zones, but it's good. We get by.
Good to see you. Talking with Michael Ryan from FESPA, Scott Fresener from T-Biz Network.
Pleasure. Thank you.